Hello! Today you join us from a not-so-delightful situation. Now, if you watched the last episode leading up to this point, you'll know why we're here. If you haven't watched the last episode, I highly suggest that you watch that one and then come back to this video so that this situation has a little bit of context. Now, if you've gone back and watched that video, cool, you're caught up. If you haven't, well, enjoy following along, because what we are essentially doing right now is we are gonna attempt to pull this thing the rest of the way up this mountain, because this was the most direct way to get this construction trailer to the plant where it needs to be dropped off. But here's the thing. We don't have any more usable winch points. The truck doesn't have enough power to keep these massive tires turning up this grade. The trailer is binding up and we can't really go any further, and we're also starting to run low on fuel. And all of those things combined together make for a not so delightful situation. So our next step is going to be to go get a support truck and head back out here and hopefully approach this truck from the top of the mountain and pull it upwards. And for my support truck, I've decided to actually go with the new Mack Defense, but with a service body on the back. I've never used this truck in this configuration before, literally never. So this is going to be a really interesting challenge, not only to see what the truck can do, but really all in all to see how well it does as a support vehicle rather than a hauling vehicle. And if it keeps getting stuck on stuff like that, it's probably not going to do very well at all. Is it literally stuck on it's stuck on a loose rock again? Oh, there's rocks in the axles. Oh my God. That is so frustrating. Just the fact that, like, a tiny little rock can take this thing out. Well, I tell you what, it's not just this truck that can be taken out by little rocks like that, but those little rocks are the most frustrating things to encounter going up pretty much any road in this game. Whether it's like a dirt road or a paved road, they're actually worse on paved roads. They're way more intrusive on paved roads than they are on dirt roads, because there's, ironically, more grip on dirt with, like, almost every type of tire, minus highway tires, but even still. I know I've never been this way before, but I did not anticipate there being this much mud, for one, and for two, I did not anticipate the mud that was gonna be here being this intense. This is, like, legitimately gnarly mud. I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere. Thankfully, you've got a lot of trees around you in case you need to winch, but the going is slow. Like, if you're gonna come out on a route like this, you really need to plan on the fact that it's gonna take you some time to get out there, because, yeah, the going is real slow. You'll get there, but you're gonna be crawling. Yep, we're good to go now. We found the train tracks. We'll be there before you know it. Although, I don't know how closely these train tracks run to where the other truck actually is. We'll probably have to divert away from the tracks at some point, but for now, well, we're definitely, we're definitely full train mode. And ironically, at least when you're driving on well, on most tracks anyway, the track width of this Mack almost perfectly matches the outside edges of the tracks, which kind of helps keep you on them, which is hilarious. Also, that's a mega derailment. Holy crap. Oh, we got a locator, y'all. It looks like that's where the trailer is. So we're actually getting somewhat close at this point, which is quite welcome, considering how long we've been driving. We've been driving for actually quite a minute. I'm looking at my clock as I record this, and we've been driving for a while now. All right, let's go ahead and get off of the train tracks and make our way down the road. This is gonna go... Okay, I have been on this section before, and let's see if we can, like, blast our way through this mud without getting stuck. SnowRunner says, no. You will not blast through that mud without getting stuck. You will not pass go, and you will not collect $200. Well, there it is. All right, this is gonna be an operation. So we're gonna have to do a couple of things. First thing I'm gonna do is refuel and repair the Kenworth. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if we can provide some kind of towing assistance to it. So let's pull on up. And let's see if we can get this thing repaired and refueled. So, first off, refuel. Target Kenworth, so all the way up. And then now, repair, and then we'll do maintenance frame out on target Kenworth, fully repaired. Now, though, comes the very interesting part. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can help pull it up the hill, but we're also going to turn the engine of that truck on so we can give it a little bit of assistance. And, easy. Easy. I just want to turn around. I just wanted to, oh my God, I just want to turn around. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. Well, we're finally up that hill. We finally made some progress, but I'll tell you something. That took multiple in-game days. Not in-game hours, in-game days to get up that hill. That is probably the worst hill I have ever had to climb in a vanilla truck in this game. That hill just, oh my God. Like, I know that we would not have been in any better of a position if we took the twisty road, like the hairpin road. We would have probably been even worse off if we took the hairpin road. But that climb was, it was awful. Just on every level, it was awful. I mean, I would not wish that climb upon my own worst enemy. It was bad. It was that much. It was that gnarly. But I think that now we can take some relaxation in the fact that we should be about to see the locator for the drop-off point actually pop up. Now, I'm thinking that once we get a little bit, whoa, why did it go into reverse? Okay, I tried to drop it into automatic mode, but it like ever so slightly dropped into reverse because it's a variable gearbox. And I always forget that with the variable gearboxes. They're a little bit finicky in terms of the shifter position. So let me check and see where we are going. Okay, so we gotta stay on this road here, or we could just drive along the train tracks. I mean, I'm considering doing that, actually, because we gotta just go down here. I might just drive along the train tracks. That might legitimately be a viable option, and I'm kind of considering it. And when I say kind of, I mean very seriously considering it. So I think that that's gonna be the route we go for. But you know, even all this time later into this journey and all the trailer glitching issues and all that stuff, even with all of that considered, still love this truck. And I know some of y'all might be like, how could you love it at this point? Blah, 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 blah. I still, even with all of this truck's flaws, I still love it. I genuinely, truly still love it. It's such a, it's such a, not only an amazing truck to look at, but I think aesthetically it's very unique, and just in terms of what it does in game. And I know that when I say like that this thing is unique, every time that I say this thing is unique, people are like, no, it's not, the Pacific did it first. And I'm like, I kind of like this one more, and I'm sure that that's going to set some people off. That's not to say I don't love the Pacific. I do love that thing. But like, I love all the Pacifics actually, but this thing definitely has a special place for me. It really, really does. And also, train status. Except I wish we had an actual train horn, because this is not that great compared to what an actual train horn would sound like. And so far, there's zero penalty for us taking the train tracks. Like, there's no obstacles in the way like there has been on previous maps, so that's not an issue. There's been no mud to contend with. There's been no, you know, logs or anything to contend with. That big factory in the distance should be our drop-off point. Also, this orange thing right here, this orange piece of machinery, I don't know why, like, when I looked at it from this angle, if you removed that little control box, it would look like a metal couch. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, huh, if you remove the control boxes, that would basically be a metal couch. Don't ask me. My brain works in odd ways. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, easing it to the left around this tree. And now, I mean, apart from getting through this mud pit, we should be pretty much fine. Oh my God, see, the trailer's not turning. Trailer's not turning. We've run into that glitch again. Thankfully, we didn't get any damage for, like, rolling over the edge of that rock, so that's fine. Let's see if we can use our momentum to our advantage, because we got the truck in high right now, and we got gravity on our side, and it's not going to be enough, clearly. Yep, not going to be enough, but that's fine. Put it back in automatic mode, because we got the full-time lockers. Just a little bit further along. Ain't that right, Beans? Just a little bit further along. We should probably radio ahead and let them know we're almost there. I have never been to this part of the map before. Like, this is legitimately my very first time ever coming out here. Ever. And actually, yo, that is so sick. And this, yes, you know, while it doesn't finish this contract, I mean, there's a little other stage to do. It's like delivering a few metal beams. I'm not going to concern myself too much with that part of it, because this is the tricky part of the contract. This is the part of the contract that, well, this is the part that'll get you. This is the part that will put you to the absolute test. Now, how I'm going to get the trailer back there, I don't know, because this trailer doesn't rotate the way it should. And what I mean by that is, even when you back the truck up and you try to rotate the trailer that way, the trailer still doesn't respond properly, and it's some kind of hitch collisions, like, glitch issue. Like, look at that. When I back up and I turn the wheels one way, the trailer should technically go the other way, but instead it acts like one solid frame, like it's all connected together, which it absolutely should not do. So, come on. Oh, now you want... So you'll rotate the opposite way, but not the way I want you to go. Oh my god, look at that. Just solid, 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 solid. Won't rotate, won't rotate. Still won't rotate. Still won't rotate. Okay, tiny little bit of rotation right there at the end. I don't know how I'm going to get this back there, but we're going to try to figure it out. We're going to try to attempt some kind of wacky maneuver to see if it's even possible. All right, we're going to have to probably angle it up here. We're going to have to, like, not think the way you would normally think for this. Interestingly, because we were up on the rocks there, it helped push, push the trailer into the angle I wanted it to go. Okay. Come on, trailer, turn. Okay, good. Now, I know it's not going to rotate back, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to detach it right there, and then I'm going to just realign the truck, and then we're going to back directly up to where it wants us to put the trailer, because the trailer is at the angle we need it to be right now, and working my way around this glitch has been very frustrating, to say the least. Very, very frustrating. It still doesn't, you know, remove my love for this truck, but I'm not going to lie, it's definitely a frustration, for sure. All right, realign you one more time, and boom. Good to go. Yeah, that should do it. That should absolutely do it. Back it up. Okay, now, see, look, it doesn't want to turn the other way. That's fine, because we're going to get it into the box either way. Yo, look at that! New parts of the drilling station have officially been built. That is incredible. And yes, while there is another stage to this contract, the metal beams, I'm not really all that worried about that, because we can knock that out, no issue. What is this? Big old fuel trailer, looks like? I think. Well, it actually won't show it to me. That's kind of odd. It looks like a fuel tanker, though. I mean, oh, there it is. Fuel carrier semi-trailer. Yeah, exactly. So, with that being said and done, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Season 10 in SnowRunner. And if you did, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see y'all next time.